for people that don't know, like, how would you define streetwear? For someone that's just watching this for the first time and they're not like niche, like they're not really super expert on this.
The super layman's term of streetwear is casual wear, which is very broad, but streetwear is a combination of Japanese street fashion, Americana, skateboarding, black culture, hip hop, and grunge, and there's one more, punk, all combined into one. Sounds wild, but but that's exactly what it is. And now it's so separated where streetwear is such a broad term. Now you have 15, 16 categories within streetwear. It's like you're at a different type of streetwear. You might not know it, right? Or someone else, or someone like myself, I'm into a particular brand that now puts me in a different category, right? But it's still under the umbrella of streetwear at the end of the day.
What would that be if you had to play if we're gonna play those categories? Yeah.
Like starter kit, I'm a collector, I guess. Yeah.
Mainly Japanese though?
I'm a collector of shit that happened in the 2000s. Like I'm way more in tune with like wanting those items from back then. Yeah. That era from like 2000, yeah, just the 2000s all the way up to 2010. Like a lot of the items from those, but not necessarily like the hype stuff that everyone loves, but like even just like the hyphy, that look of like the colorful pants, the colorful hats, and all that kind of stuff. I like to buy. I don't wear it. I buy it and I own it. I'm like, this is really cool. It's nostalgic. So yeah, that's really nice.
I think I'm kind of the same way, man. Like I mess with stuff that I'll buy like regular things. I like to support a lot of like local stores from cities I've lived in. So, for example, Bay Area. I think there's like Stashed. And there's a couple other stores. Oakland.
Stash is nice.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah, I caught on to them late, but they're really nice.
Yeah. And then some Chicago stores and things like that. But for me, it's about emotional connection. So like, if I grew up on, Smurfs and Garfield and stuff like that, and I see like Kith doing a drop on that, I
automatic.
Exactly. Yeah. Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Rocky. Now some releases are better than others.
Yeah.
But automatically you're gonna get my attention.
Right.
So I think that's kind of what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the magic potion, right, for streetwear. It's like, oh, here's this brand, Grailed SF, or Bait SF, right? And then it's like, oh, Naruto, you like both. We're gonna do something. You're gonna buy it. Right?
Niall, I know like your streetwear thing, but I mean, like you understand the whole fashion game. It's not your like expertise, but
yeah, just a little bit. I watched a few of your videos, so it was pretty cool because I don't know like labels or like the origins of it, but I'm pretty into hip hop and I know how hip hop's influenced
damn near all of it.
Damn near all of it. And so I think it's cool. I mean, I definitely want to get more into fashion. I think just growing up or even now, I just know that it might be like an investment. So, but watching, I like one of your videos you talked about kind of like I can't remember the specific one where you can kind of, I think it was the mech one, the tech wear.
Tech wear.
You kind of brought the tech wear where you're like, you kind of broke down.
Right here on the screen. It's hilarious. Yo, can you break that down real quick, easy? Because this dude be on his, I'm not putting it out there. I just love it. I like how you put out a disclaimer in your videos. You're like, yo, I'm not trying to offend anyone. I just putting it out there. This is strictly my opinion.
Yeah,
I love that.
Starter kits. So just whoever doesn't know what a starter kit is, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but starter kits for clothing, it's like the funniest thing because within clothing, we always like to talk about each other, right? And sometimes you can pin people in a corner and be like, no, dude, you like these 7 things. That's totally you, right?
Right.
So so I did the techwear fit. The techwear fit is like, the techwear fit, they look like those, I explained in the video, they look like those guys that pick up money from the banks or inside of the safes at your job.
Right.
What is those people called? Something,
I mean, I just think about Brinks trucks.
The Brinks trucks, yeah, they look like
they have hella pockets, right?
Yeah.
Hella pockets, they got a gun.
I just think about like the Hong Kong protesters too. Huh? The Hong Kong protesters?
Yeah, they look like that too.
Yeah.
They look like they're gonna be in like World War III or something. I don't even know, like some modern day like assassin.
So maybe I'm the fool here, but I see those people all the time. What's the point of someone wearing, like, unless it's part of your job, your occupation, why would someone want to wear something with so much technical, like so many pockets in them, including the gun holster, the 5 different pockets within the pants. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Either they really use the pockets, which I don't think they do.
No.
I don't think they do.
No
But,
way.
you know, people just get into certain things, right? Why do people buy like super colorful sneakers? Because you like colorful sneakers, right?
That's true.
So some people just they get so obsessed with it, and like it's like taking a hot bath, right? You first put your foot in, you're like, oh shit, it's hot, and then like 15 minutes later, you're fully submerged in the water. You're like, this is nothing.
Right.
So now you're walking down the street with 20,000 pockets on, and it's like,
You know,
Wild.
speaking back to hip hop, you know, I know you're in that space. I know you follow it a lot. It's kind of interesting how, I mean, just like you said, hip hop kind of put this whole fashion game on point. I always wondered, and this might be, I mean, I'll just ask anyway, how important do you think fashion is to hip hop as far as like hip hop artist success? Is that a weird question? But do you get what I'm saying? Can you imagine like if an artist, can you imagine if Drake or Ye or someone wasn't, you know, they weren't just that dope fashion wise? Do you think that would play a part in their success or maybe a detriment? Do you get what I'm saying? Because to me, it's like the music and then also image is also strong. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but part of it is like hip hop artists, they wear the jewelry, they wear the dope clothes, blah, blah, blah. Part of them is to flex, right? Because they have an opportunity to flex because they never had it in the beginning.
yeah.
Facts or no?
You know, you can go first.
I got to answer. I definitely got to answer for this.
Let's go.
I don't look to Drake for any fashion advice, period. End of discussion. Never will, probably never have. I
Right.
think all of his sneakers were a flop. And,
Yeah, sneakers?
Yeah.
he
I had no
he
idea.
Jordans.
Yes, dude.
Oh, that's
all
right.
the OVOs were a flop. I'm sorry if I offended anybody.
I have a
on that.
pair. I'm embarrassed now.
Hey, well, in terms of being hyped, and I mean, it's Drake. He's the biggest
Well,
superstar.
I'm doing it for resale, so it's an entirely different thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, anyways, I mean, they fucked him over too. So I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on here, but they fucked him over on the those Jordan 4s too. But anyways, I mean, he's the biggest. He's the biggest household. He's like a freaking Michael Jackson. I'm not looking to him for clothing advice. So
Okay.
he buys a lot of expensive shit. But yeah.